youngest, Sam. Say hi, Sam.
Hey.
Sam is going to make a card today, and I'm going to hover around and make sure he does it properly. He's going to make a card for his girlfriend, Hannah. They're celebrating their first anniversary being together. They've been friends forever, but their first anniversary as a couple. And he's fallen in love with the, what did we say it was called?
Scrappy
strip technique. And we're going to do one using that technique. And he's also fallen in love with the Blackberry Beauty design series paper, which I've actually used on my on a couple of cards on my website already. So we're going to use that. I'm going to do a slight variation on the one that I've already done. We're going to do a square one with a heart-shaped cutout. So hopefully that's going to work. And he's going to make it from absolute scratch. So you're going to see everything, all the ups and downs. Let's hope that this goes okay.
Mostly
I'm not
ups.
quite sure. Hopefully mostly ups. He's made cards before. He's very good, very thorough. Anyway, okay, so what we're going to do is disable the camera and turn on mute just very briefly, just so we can flip our camera back down to the work surface. And then we'll come back and he's going to make a card for Hannah. Hopefully Hannah doesn't subscribe to my YouTube channel, because then this is going to be a very awkward moment. Okay, so we'll be back very soon. Hang tight. Okay, so we'll just give it a couple of seconds to refocus. Forward a little bit. Sorry about that, guys. Crash bang. So it looks like we're looking okay there. Have we got any people on? Oh, we've got a fair few people on. Hi, everyone. I'll just have a look at the chat and you can see who's on. Oh, we've got Donna from Washington State. Hey, Donna.
Hey, Donna.
So, okay, so here we go. I've already got some scraps here. Oh, Barb. Hey, Barb. Barb's in Victoria, in Melbourne. It's in lockdown. Okay, so we've got some scraps left over here from when I made my card, but Sammy's going to have to make some more scraps of his own. You need, actually, if we're going to be doing a 5.5 inch square card. So what's that in centimetres, Sammy? 5.5 inches. I don't know. Anyway, about 14 centimetres, I think. I'm going to be making a 14 centimetre square card.
17.
Something like that. No, it goes from the other way.
Yeah.
So we're going to be making a square card, and we're going to be using the strips of the designer series paper and Blackberry Bliss as a card base. Okay, so Sammy, you might as well start making the card base first. Okay, so grab the trimmer, which is up over here. And you've used that trimmer before, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you basically want to cut it along the long way at 5.5 inches. You're okay to convert back to 5.5 inches. So pop it here at 5.5 inches there. Yep, cool. And take the trimmer along. That's the darker blade, yep. Yep. Take the trimmer along. A little bit, and then flip it 90 degrees. Line it up again with 5.5 inches, and then use the other blade to score up. Yeah, 5.5. Yep. Is that 5.5? You sure?
So that's 5. That's 5.5.
Yeah.
I get.
Make sure it's exact. Don't get fame go to your head. Concentrate. Score up. Out and fold it in along the score line. It is. Fold it along the score line. Careful. And then position the score line on 5.5 and then cut off the excess. That's just an easy way of doing it rather than position that on 5.5. This is quite a I'll have our wear the headset.
just put the headset on, guys. Apologies if you couldn't hear us very well before. Okay, so this is quite a complicated card for a beginner, so you're quite advanced in your card making. Okay, so what we also need is another piece of Blackberry cardstock, and this is going to have to be 5, and now I'm doing this by feel because I've only just made this card up. 5, just a little bit under 5.5, so just a bit smaller. So I've already got it lined up there, see, so that's all right. So we just need to trim it down. So this one here is 5 3/8 for you guys at home. And that's where we're going to actually put our strips on that piece. Yeah. Okay. So as I said, he's going to have to make some Scrappy straps. So go over to the left there, right there, Sammy. I've got some already cut. So bring them all into the camera shot. And we're going to need about 12 or 13 strips. So if you can fish out the ones I've already cut and count how many we've got, and we're going to have to count some more. 5 already cut. Okay, and there's a little bit of space, a little bit left over that we could cut some more. So grab this time don't use the trimmer, we'll use the guillotine, and grab the leftover bits. So you want to position the pieces of paper under the guillotine, sort of lopsided, slightly askew. Good word. Spoken like a true engineer. So probably in line with what I've done there. So it's probably about just over a centimetre at one end and a bit less on the other, or like that, more like that one. So about a 1.5 centimetres at one, or maybe not. What's that? About a centimetre and oh yeah, about a 1.5 centimetres at one end, and about 3/4 centimetre at the other. Is what you want to do. Yeah, kind of that. That's good. Yep. Some people like really thick, Scrappy strips. Okay. Yep. Cool. So keep going. So you need another 4? Is there anything left enough of that one to do another one? Yeah. Do that. It might be an idea. Okay. Beautiful. And grab another piece. No, that one's just about done. I'm using them to death because it's such beautiful paper. Right, we'll use, yep, that's it. We'll actually use the other side of that one because it's a nice colour. Might come in a little bit. I think you're a bit too much. Yeah, 2. That's about it. Yeah. Beautiful. So what's that? 3. So what we had? How many did you count? 5. 5. So we needed another 7. So that's another 4. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 more. We can count. Yeah. No, it's all good. It's nice if they're sort of like a bit varied. You don't want it too uniform, yeah. And then move on to another one. That one there's beautiful there. That's lovely, yeah. Okay, so keep going. Yep, that's worth it with that one. Nice. And that one there. What do we got now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, we might need to just do 2. Just do 2 and we'll have a spare one. 2, yeah, if you can get 2 out of it. Okay, well, there's plenty to your right there. No, he's still on. It's a good way of using all your extra strips, isn't it? Yeah, no waste paper, especially when something is as beautiful as this paper. Yeah. Sally says you're doing a good job.
Thanks, Sally.
That's a bit thick there, yeah. But as I say, some people like really thick strips, so, you know, it doesn't matter. But you've got to, yeah, decide first in if you want to go thick or thin, really. Okay, cool. I think that's done. Yep, so to move that over to the side. So now we'll grab back our piece of Blackberry Bliss that we were going to use. You're going to grab some glue. So this is new glue, so okay, be careful. It's going to come out like crazy when you do it. So what we're going to do is arrange your strips on the cardstock. You're right. Did we muck something up? Did we? We're a bit crooked, aren't we? Yeah, that's better. Yeah. And the light's not great, is it? But that's all right. It's okay. Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to layer these up and glue each one, and you're going to come in so that the thick end in that one corresponds to the thin end, the thin end on that one. We're just going to build our way up. So just pop some glue on the back of them and see how you go. Oh, it's yeah. So take the. You've got to sort of not go too much, but still. You've got to sort of so give it a bit of a squeeze all the way up. But we do need to get glue on sort of like just sort of well, not to the edges because it's going to overlap slightly, but up and down at the top because we're going to be cutting that insert out, so you don't want any bits that are just loose. Okay, good. Okay. You'll see if you splodge it, if you put it down and it sort of oozes out the side like Vegemite, you know you've got you've done too much. So just start at the bottom. Line that one up. Grab a wet wipe it to your right if it comes out, and we'll just run a line of the wipe along it to get rid of any excess glue, just lightly. Good morning. I've got Robin Williamson and Robin Atwood on Attenborough on today. That's hi guys. You're actually watching. These aren't my hands you're watching for the people that are coming in late. Then they're my son's hands, Sammy. He's making a card for his girlfriend today. He's my special guest that I talked about this morning. Yeah, it was actually before you agreed, but I thought, well, if you wanted my help with the card, you'd have to help. Yeah. He had a haircut specially for the occasion. Well, maybe not the occasion, but your anniversary more than anything. Oh, the Maureen's there. Good morning, Maureen. You remember Maureen? You helped her with her computer.
Oh, yeah.
She's very good these days. She doesn't need very much help. Yep, I'm thinking that's all right. It's all right. We'll be covering up. Don't get it too wet, though. And be careful you don't put that on anything that's important. Yeah, too many wet patches. Okay, next one. Yep. I tend to alternate when I do these things. I alternate glittery and flat. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, glittery and less glittery. That's a card making term. Yeah, well, that would work. Yeah, yeah. Oh yes, Robin A is in lockdown, so we're helping her get through her lockdown. Yeah. We're very lucky at the moment, aren't we? Yes. In Tassie so far, touch wood. It could be gone in a second, couldn't it? So leave probably, and I'll flick back to leave probably a good millimetre between the two, just so you can see through. No, it's a nice colour to come through. What's that? Out the back? What do you mean? Oh, okay. We'll grab something sharp. We'll grab something sharp. It might be just a furry edge of the. No. It might be just a furry edge of the paper. You might have to grab a cup of coffee, guys. I think this card's going to take a little bit longer than.
Sorry.
Very, very pedantic. No, it's all good. Oh, you're bashing the camera. Yeah, just clean it up. Don't go over it too much. Glue will come off. It'll dry clear, so you don't have to worry too much. But don't make it overly wet. Okay, keep going. You haven't stopped yet.
No, yeah, I thought it was done. Just the two?
Yeah, that's it. It's just scrappy strips. I know. Very precise. You'll probably come in a little bit from the edge because the glue will sort of spludge out a bit. It'll go out. There we go. Yep. Yeah, so you see it's come out of the edges a little bit too much. Yep. Okay. Is good to know. Yeah. That's quite nice. Yeah, I like that side. Well, that's pretty too, but you've got more of those, see? So you don't have to worry too much. Yeah, you've already used this one, so maybe that one would be a nice one. Just can you come up the screen? Just, because we do have a audience. They're sort of watching the top of you, the very bottom of you. That's better. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so this Blackberry Beauty Designer Series paper is in the new catalogue that's coming. They'll be available to customers on the 3rd of August. So if you like this, it is actually part of a collection called the, oh gosh, now somebody's going to have to remind me what the collection's called. Hey, this is really good. I can go over and have a look at catalogues and things while you keep doing what you're doing. This is quite a tag team, actually. Yeah, you can do my card making from now on. Give up your aspirations of being an engineer and basically just, who needs it? Just be card making. You'll have an adoring fan base. It's called she says, trying desperately to find it quickly, and somebody will type it. Replying to, yeah. She's going to get her second jab shortly. Oh, good on you, Robin. That's great. We've just had, well, me and my husband are both vaccinated. My dad, who's unwell at the moment, he's just had his, so we're really pleased about that. But yes, they're getting there slowly. It's a slow process.
Is this a good amount of space?
Yep, just make sure you remain consistent so it doesn't increase as time goes on. But just as long as it's only a touch. I am
one more scrap.
just becomes a layer rather than a scrap. It's called the Blackberry Beauty Suite Collection. There you go. I didn't have to look too far. So that's available in the, and I'm going to bring this over, in the upcoming mini catalogue. Yeah, and the whole collection comes with a stamp set, which I've got here. I can bring in a minute. This beautiful paper, some dies, gorgeous gold ribbon, and some other little bits and bobs as well, which are really lovely. Are you? You're a Blackberry Bliss boy. That is a tongue twister. Blackberry Bliss boy. We'll try Rich Razzleberry. Oh, I cannot say that right. Rich Razzleberry. That's really nice too, Rich Razzleberry. That's actually the colour of the lighter one in there. Mm. Is it? You watching the comments better? You should be concentrating on your card making. Jill, the new catalogue starts to customers on the 3rd of August. 3rd of August. If you can't wait, you can join and put these products in your starter kit. And you know, if you're in Australia, I'd love you to join my team. Might get Sammy to join the team. You've made 2 cards in your whole life and you become a demonstrator. Next, you'll be wanting me to lend you the $169 you need for your starter kit. Yep, it's up to you. It's your card. It is your card. Okay. Is it? Yeah, probably. It's nice. Now, I do have a confession to make. The next part of this card, well, once this dries, we're going to be popping it through my cut and emboss machine with a heart die. And right up front, I'm going to say that Stampin' Up doesn't make a heart die big enough for the design that we wanted to do. So it is a non-Stampin' Up die that we'll be using. But if nobody tells, I won't tell. And the day that Stampin' Up introduces a die big enough, I will buy it for sure. But at the moment, it's the biggest one I could find. So we're actually going to cut out, as much as it's going to break my heart, we're going to cut a heart out of this panel once we've finished it, and we're going to position it on the inside of the card, so it's like an insert. There you go, just giving a bit of a spoiler. Mm. Yep.
Slightly inconsistent, but
it's all right.
We'll live.
You've already done that one though. What are the others? Yeah, they're all sort of greys and browns. You don't have to alternate. They're all very pretty. I could cut some more. We could cut some more if you want, but I think you've got. Okay, other way. We're nearly there. Then what we're going to do, obviously, each of these is slightly longer than our card base. We're actually going to, once it dries a little bit, we're going to trim it. We're not going to leave it. We're going to trim it. Yeah. It's a lovely day here today. The sun's out for a change. A bit cold. I think it's a bit cold. Is there snow on the mountain I can see? Not quite sure. No, not really. No. It hasn't been that cold. Pretty cold. Know any good jokes? No? Heard any good jokes lately?
No.
No? Oh, okay. None that you can tell on pub without having to go up a.
Cat out there.
Yeah. I wonder where he is. He usually tries to come in when I'm going live. Yeah.
Kind of getting at an end. Is that a problem?
No, not a problem. Even it up with, as you say, we're evening it up with thicker at one end. I think we started with some quite thick ones down here, but once you even it up, it's sort of, yeah.
Okay.
And it doesn't matter too much, but I might actually, while I'm off camera, I might cut you another one that's a bit thicker. Well, that one's quite thick. You can use that one. It's a bit thicker to even it up a little bit. Just bear with me while I'll do that. Or you could just even it up, just do thick ends at one end the whole time. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
If it worries you.
That doesn't worry.
I think somebody just went out. It's one thing with a house full of people, isn't it? There's always someone coming and going. Usually while I'm in a meeting or trying to get something done. You right? You're going to need actually 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. You might need another one anyway.
Yes.
Because your gaps are a little bit small. Can I have the guillotine over there? Thank you. Trouble is you don't want to get too thick or too far apart because you've started a routine now, a pattern, and it would look a bit weird.
We adapt.
We adapt, yes. Okay, we'll do you 2. Yes, you put the thick end at the thick end this time. You might bring it up a bit closer. So Robin says it's raining in South Australia. Oh dear. Oh well, we probably need the rain like us, Robin. Even though it's through winter, it's really dry still. Well, in parts. What was Benjamin? Sam's elder brother just went out. He's supposed to be working.
So done with it
He's
all.
down tools.
He's off to get some card making stuff.
Yeah, family business. You're nearly there. Thanks for sticking with us, people. It must be.
Appreciate you sitting through all of my incredibly tedious, incredibly.
Oh no, you want it to be. That's all right. You've done it now. No, yeah, no, swap it. Yeah. It's quite relaxing watching other people make cards, I think. I find it anyway. Without the going, oh, you've done it the wrong way.
You've done 2 thick ends. It is intentional.
Oh yeah, right.
I mean, it's intentional. It's an intentional fix for an accident I made.
You made, yeah. Nearly there.
Haven't had any spillages.
No, you're doing very well with the glue.
Sam patented
Inward method. One tiny little one. Yep, no, that's all right. Have you got enough on the right-hand side there? Is it overlapping a bit? Yep. So the way to do it when you get to the very top, and as Sammy's saying, he's got a tiny bit of a gap there. Just flip it over. Put a tiny bit of, I'd move that up a tad. Put a tiny bit of glue just on the very edge of that and then bring in your final piece and we can trim that off. So just there, just right along the edge. You've had practice with your glue now. Yep, it was probably not a little bit of glue, but anyway, it was quite a dob of glue actually. And it doesn't matter too much because you're going to trim most of it off yet. Hmm. Yep. And we might let that. Do you need to? Does it need to dab that a bit, and maybe the back as well? I reckon it would have squirted out the back as well. I reckon. Let's flip that over. Yep. Yeah, a little bit there. Not too bad on the previous one.
So we don't care about these ones. down. And
Yep,
we're turning left or right.
exactly. Cool. So we're going to let it dry a little bit now, just because it's going to have lots and lots and lots and lots of glue. So what we might do is I'll get you to grab the trimmer again, and we're going to get some white cardstock. We're just going to do a nice white panel for the inside. So we've got the trimmer back. He's got some basic white cardstock, and we want that to cut to say 5 1/4 square. So, yep, that's the one. And we have to think about as well what you're going to put as far as a sentiment or a something is concerned. I'll look over here. Well, Samuel, what stamps have we got? He asks me. What stamps haven't we got? So you want something sort of lovey-dovey. What does everyone else think? Has everyone got a favourite lovey-dovey stamp that they use? Best wishes. There you go. No? No. Okay. Have you cut that to the right size? What are you doing on your phone?
But the message
Oh,
from
come
from
focus.
person who's making a video.
Whose card? She's found us on YouTube, and she said, "I know what you're up to." You're absolutely amazing. What do we reckon? Are you back to work?
I've cut the square.
I didn't give you time. Well, okay, so you can glue that. Now I think when I'm going to try and work out what order to do it in. Yeah, you can glue that square inside the back of your card base now, if you like, while we're waiting for our other thing to. Yeah, so facing you when you open the card.
Oh, like
We'll bring your card in. So yeah, there. That's where you want it. Yeah. Is it the right size? It should have an even sort of border all the way around. Oh, put your phone on thingy.
what I'm doing.
You're we can't tell her. Tell her you're busy. Okay, so what about this? Is that's a host set. Thank you. Special day. No. No. No, that's Christmas. We don't want Christmas. I'm still looking. Hand penned. What's there? No. You absolutely. What do you like? The absolutely amazing. Okay. That's fine. There is one here somewhere in the sentiments that's love you much or something like that, and I can't remember which one it is. If Elizabeth was on, she'd tell me. She's got all her thingies indexed, so she knows. Anyway, do you like you're absolutely amazing? Okay, cool.
Someone's selling set
Yeah, we should. Yeah. So that's glued in?
No, it's not glued in.
Oh, okay. Come on, glue it in.
Just along the edge.
Oh God, you can get rid of the trimmer now.
Bombastic.
You're getting a bit out of control.
Glue everywhere.
Well, that's what happens. It's occupational hazard. Actually, Kathy, you're right. With all my heart from Grace, I haven't got Grace's garden though. That's unfortunate. That's all right. As long as he likes you happily, you're absolutely amazing. Can you smell that? I think Isabel's cooking popcorn. Oh, we've got a first timer here, V Reed. Hi, V. Nice to have you along. It's not normally like this. It's usually just me, but I've got my youngest on at the moment making a mess, I was going to say. Making a card for his girlfriend. Now it's going to be beautiful. Well, he's making a card for his girlfriend. So normally it's me making the cards, but I'm just running commentary and standing over his shoulder at the moment while he makes this one. I'm not. Oh, am I? I can leave you to it if you like. Okay, that's glued in. Okay, cool. So is the other one? We might. I'll grab you another piece of paper. I'll grab you if you rip that grid paper off. I'll grab you a fresh one so it doesn't stick. Oh yeah. There you go. You should be right now. Oh, okay. So, right, we can bring back our pretty panel and you can find the guillotine, which I've got over here. And then you turn it over, so flip it onto its bottom. What's wrong? It's all right. We can, don't pick at it. So when you flip it over and line up the edges with so you want to trim it along the edge of the cardstock, the Blackberry Bliss cardstock. So make sure you don't go too far. You don't want to take any, if at all, of the Blackberry Bliss. You just want to take the paper. Good. That sounded right. Oh, okay. Trim that up. Yeah, you need it square. Okay. You can always grab the scissors and tidy it up a little bit with the scissors if you want to. Getting there? Show me. Yeah, you're a bit rough. Just very carefully run your fingernail up there because the glue sticks to the blade, but don't cut yourself because if you run your finger along it, you will cut your finger. What time did she say she was here? 12 o'clock.
No. Imminent.
Oh gosh. Okay. Maybe. Yeah. What time did she leave up north? 8:30. Oh gosh. Okay. Okay. We should have started this earlier, shouldn't we? Okay, you happy with that? Yeah, cool. Okay, so flip it around the other way. Take that end off. Okay. I'll watch for her. You're getting worried. Well, if she arrives, I'll nick out and tell her to wait in the living room until we've finished.
So I think I can line up with the edge of that.
Yes, that's the bit. That's the bit you're going to. Yeah. Right. So the Blackberry Bliss has to line up with the edge of the I don't think that last few cut. Go back and up and down a bit. Well, they might be a bit. We will have to use the scissors on those. Don't muck them up too much.
Good sound.
Oh, sorry about that. I'll grab the scissors, hang on. So I'm going to just cut those. We might do the, we might finish this and then we'll do the sentiment off camera so we can do it quick. And I'll take a picture of it before you give it to her.
Oh, no.
No? You sure?
Well, I mean, if she rocks up, sure. But...
There you go. So that's the end there. Now you just need to do that little one there. So it's just going to be the very, well, yeah, part of the previous one and the very end of that one. That's it. Bump the camera, you big-headed thing.
That's cutting it.
Oh, you're cutting the, yeah.
Oh, no.
We might get the scissors.
Yeah, the scissors.
Get the scissors on that one.
Did not cut that.
Oh, bit of a disaster. It's all right. As card makers know, everything's retrievable. You just put a piece of bling on over the top of it. Okay, you know what we could probably do? Just trimming this, guys, just to get the little rough edge off. What we could do is just make it, what can we do? We can just, look, to be honest, I don't think that's too much of a problem. It's just a little bit there. What I was thinking, we could just trim a bit off the whole edge, just so it's just a little bit, it'll just show a little bit more edge behind, but I don't think it'll matter because I'm going to do it on my trimmer over here, because it won't matter too much because we're backing it on Blackberry Bliss anyway. So it'll be the same colour on the same colour. Does that make sense? So I'm just going to make it, trim it up a little bit.
Thanks, Sally. I hope she does too.
What's that?
Just,
she likes you. Hannah
I
will.
hope she likes my card.
She will. She liked the Christmas one you made her, didn't she?
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
Perfect. That's better. Yep.
Yeah.
There, mum to the rescue.
Absolutely.
There you go. Okay, so now what we're going to do is I'm going to do it over here. We're going to get this die, which I've already disclaimed at the front is not a Stampin' Up die, but it's a nice big heart. We're going to pop it over here into the machine, and we're going to cut out the, do you want to bring the machine over into the camera? Through the die machine, we're going to, yep, we're going to pop it. So pop your panel down there. Which way do you want it? Do you want it? Yeah, that way, yeah. Pop your heart down on, so as center to the panel as you can. Yep, like that. Yep. I'm going to cut that out. So
Good,
looks pretty good. Is it the same on the left and the right? And I think it needs to come over towards me a wee touch. Yep. Yep. Pop that over the top and turn the handle so it comes through. You might have to go backwards and forwards a little bit because you're going through several layers plus glue. So other way, I think. That's it. Hold it. Yep. Here we go. Yep. Once it snaps out, go back again. So go back the other way. Yep. Nice. Beautiful. Okay, so bring that out, and that should now come, that center heart should come out, be cut out. The glue splurts out a little bit, but it's okay. Should be okay anyway. Yep. Oh, I'll leave that there because we need to do one more panel cut out as well. Just gentle, because your glue will have oozed out a bit because we didn't quite let it to dry as long as we maybe should have. given that time is crucial now. So there we are. We have the heart from the center cut out, and we have show the other bit, and we have the insert there. So that's really nice, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so grab your card base. So what we're going to do, we need that. We still need that. We're going to do is cut a corresponding hole in this front one here, so that which way are we going? That way. So that the hole is through both of them. So what you need to do is line up your card front. We pop our heart in place, and then we're going to put them both through together. Okay, so it might come over this way, and I'll line it up. We're going to line that up with how we want it on the card front, and then we'll feel the groove of the heart itself so we know it's in the right place, and then you pop it through. Probably only need to pop it through once because we're only actually going through one piece of cardstock this time. That sounded like a door. Through you go. Sorry. So and that might be just Ben coming back. Okay, beautiful. Make sure that's gone through. Make sure it's cut the cardstock out. Oh, bits of leftovers there. No, it's not a tooth.
Yeah, that's cut through.
Okay, cool. We can get rid of that now. Okay.
Scared for a second. I was like, oh no, it's left the front behind.
There we are, unscathed. Did that come out? Come under the camera. We'll cut them. Okay, so there's a couple of bits where, because it's not the best die in the world, because it's not stamping up, it hasn't cut the best, but I'll just do those with my little scissors. We could pop it through again, but that's all right. Scissors is quick. Okay. So now what you're going to do, Sammy, is glue your pretty little heart onto the front of the card, right. And then the bit that we cut out, the heart itself, will go in the corresponding in the hole. You see, so yep. So grab your glue, pop your this bit over there. Yep.
Hide these
glue dots with more glue dots. So just all around the edge. Might have dried a little bit. So all around the edge, and then sort of, because you want it to stick the heart itself, you probably need to go lightly around the heart as well, if that makes sense. Cheryl's asked us where Cheryl, we are keeping warm. It's particularly in the craft room with two of us. It's very, very warm in here. Because we're on the right side of the house. There we are. So you've got your glue there. So flip that over and position it over the hole. Make sure you line it up with the hole pretty closely. I'll hold it down. So the glue is really good. The glue will let you have a little bit of wriggle room, so you can position it nicely. Okay. And then, how's that? Is that good?
Yep, just need to flatten it.
We are.
My hands weren't covered in glue.
If your hands were covered, well, mine aren't for a change, so I can do it. I'm just moving it.
No,
just a dot. Yep. Okay. Cool. Isn't that nice? That's lovely. Just a little bit of. That's it. Got it. Beautiful. Okay. So we're going to grab some, once he's finished kneading it up, we're going to grab some dimensionals or some foam squares. We're going to pop them on the back of your heart. So these on the back there, yep, to leave their backing paper on, and pop them sort of like in a heart within the heart, but leave a bit of a gap. So don't put them right hard up against the edge. Yep, that's it. Beautiful. There we go. I know. The most intense of the 2 cards you've ever made in your life. Keep going. I'm watching the comments.
Engaging with your audience.
Okay, bring your hands. You have to learn from the master, Samuel. Keep everything in camera shot. Take off the backings, yep, and then position it in the hole.
With the cover closed, is that easy?
That's easiest, yeah, so you know where to position it, yeah. But once glue dots glue, once they're in, so just be careful.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll try and line it up as best you can. Just first up. Yep. Yep, that's good. Perfect. Awesome. So now that, if you open it up, doesn't look like anything at the front, and then ta-da! It's a heart. Okay, isn't that nice? Yeah, you've done really well.
Huge fan of that.
You are? I'm glad. So we have to think about what you're going to put on the front, if anything. Do you think it needs anything on the front?
On the front?
Yeah, like that sentiment that we talked about.
Yeah. I mean, I was thinking.
Yeah, okay. You could do the sentiment inside.
That's just quite nice.
I think it's perfect the way it is. What does everyone think? Does he need something on the front, some sort of sentiment, or we just leave it as is? We'll give him. You've done a fantastic job. Well, as you say, you could just stamp it down here in the corner if you wanted to, and leave the front under. Well, you don't want to destroy your beautiful. You know, you don't want to cover over your beautiful paper. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. So we're going to use the "You're absolutely amazing," and I suggest, as your card making creative consultant, that you stamp it in the actual Blackberry Bliss colour. Yes.
Colour of it.
Oh yeah, look, there's ink of it, everything. It's a good thing with Stampin' Up, the colours all match. So do you want to grab a block over there? I can't quite reach.
What side do we need?
Yeah, that one will do. Yep, so we're going to clamp. That's your absolutely amazing. That's from the Colour and Contour stamp set, which is currently available.
I remember the last time that
Do some practices, yes, definitely do some practices. And bring that back, bring that lid back inside the ridge. That's it, beautiful. So we'll move that out of the way completely while you do your practice runs. You can't possibly drop the ink onto the thing, which is many of us have done. Yeah, no roll, no wiggle. Yeah, no, just go straight up and down.
Yeah,
you might need to ink it up a tiny bit more. I think my Blackberry Bliss might be a little bit. Don't wiggle it on the ink too much. Okay. You want me to go have a go?
Yeah, you go.
I'll have a go. Yeah, I think it needed a bit more ink. Do you want me to ink it? Do you want me to stamp it?
Yeah, you're
okay.
Significantly better than this. At this tonight.
I've got
There's no rip wiggle here. Thank you. Thanks, Donna. Thanks, Robin. And thanks, other Robin.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
You have done a good job.
Thank you.
Ta-da!
Hey, wow, you did that.
Oh, I know. You can tell I've been at it for a while. There you go, guys. So I think that's all he wants to do. I think it's all blinged enough bling to be getting going. Yeah, so what does everyone think of that? I think that's lovely. You've done a wonderful job.
Thank you.
Well done, my love. And thank you for helping us, letting me share that with the guys. That's really good. Anyway, guys, as I said, that is the Blackberry Beauty paper, and we've used it on Blackberry Bliss, and we've used the You Are Amazing from the Colour and Contour stamp set. And Hannah will probably turn up any moment, and it'll be given to her before the glue even dries, I think.
Maybe.
Anyway, all right. Thanks for joining me today, guys. I'm going to get back to my day job now, which surprisingly doesn't involve making cards with my son. Thanks very much, and I will catch you all again over the weekend. Thanks for sticking with us, guys.